been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetrated.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Gets away from one. He's got space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Georgia going up tempo. They'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that is incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the deflection by the defense, great play on 3rd down, brings us to 4th. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big...
Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes a catch. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow...
It's a seam wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball.
Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. And he the 7. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Returner brings it out to the 32. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take... First and 10.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have in the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Oh, he makes the catch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
First and 10.
They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single back. Powers through the defender. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quick handoff. Running into the open space. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Under fire. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's tackled at the 41.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is